Alright, match 5. Let's see if we can end it on a positive note, and this hand seems about as likely as any. Oh, I think this opponent's playing Death Shadow. Played this opponent before. Yeah, the F6ing through my turn definitely does not signal control. I think it's Grixis. Well, maybe not. Maybe so. Okay, definitely not Grixis Death Shadow. I'll tell you that much. I definitely do not want to be gaining life from that deck. Or at least, it's not like their top priority. I don't suppose they'll just automatically reject the offer. Alright, well let's get Thalia out of here. This way we can hold up a Charming Prince, saving our card next turn. Maybe Thalia slows him down. Seems decent. I think Thalia is really like the main taxing creature rather than Arbiter. Unlike with Arbiter, there isn't a lot of downside. It doesn't really cut you off that much, other than maybe like a turn 5 Batterskull if you're hard casting it. Alright, well we can Solitude this, pitching the Thalia. And they're Underworld cookbooking too, and playing Urza Saga. All these decks feel like the same deck now. I mean, can we play Urza Saga in taxes? I mean, it's very possible. I mean, just trying to think, what could we get here? I don't know. Yeah, we literally have no equipment. We go fetch. That's a bummer. I suppose we could play like Flare Husk or no. I don't think we want to play subpar cards just to. I mean, like honestly, the token generating ability in Urza alone is kind of one of the main draws, I think. Okay, well actually we can execute plan Solitude here with the Charming Prince, and we want to do that while they're tapped out. Well, they're not entirely tapped out, but so yeah. So let's just attack. I mean, actually, yeah, they're not entirely tapped out, but let's hope that they can't interact, I guess. No, let's not do that. Okay. Yeah, Evoke has to go to the back. Alright, so this resolves, and then in response to the Evoke trigger, boom. This is why I like Charming Prince, let me tell you. Alrighty. You know, and maybe I blast the Urza Saga. And Solitude also just came into play. I want the Urza Saga getting value, but at the same time I want to be able to cast the Solitude at some point. Maybe I can just cast it by taking up Aether Vial though. Let's just do this. Try to minimize. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're hoping we get to tick this up to 5. Sometimes you want to tick up Aether Vial to 5, and I think this is going to be one of those games. There's another thing too about Solitude. You can't vial in a Path to Exile, right? And you can't do that trick with Path to Exile. There's no doubt in my mind Solitude is the better main deck card. Path to Exile is still a solid sideboard option. Okay, so I guess we'll attack with all in Modern. And I think we'll leave untapped. Getting the Gilded Gooses is fine, but mostly what we did that Solitude combo for was just to get the Solitude in play. Killing the Goose was okay, but not exactly the main reason to be doing this. If they play Urza, we definitely want to Apparition that. Or another Emery. Number of different things I could have. Yeah, I sense this is an Urza. Alright, well. So here, let's do this before they can do anything. Yeah, out of here, Urza. You are not welcome. Be gone. Alrighty, continue ticking up. I don't know if this is worth... Oh, well, we revealed our hand by accident. Alright. See, that's one reason why people reveal their hand. Sometimes you feel like, what are they doing? Like showing off? No, sometimes they're just trying to click OK, and then Magic Online, like, it's just such a not user-friendly experience sometimes because it automatically shifts everything up. So like you click on reveal cards when that was in the OK spot. I mean, maybe maybe that's on purpose. Maybe they want people to be revealing their hands by accident. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I can get behind that so you can see their hands more as long as you don't take offense at it. So, what's the, first of all, what deck is this? I like to name it. I'm going to call this, U-Green, Urza, and his Saga. That's what I'm going to call this. And until, like, the more boring regular name comes out, I'm calling it Urza and his Saga. Because it is. It's Urza and Urza Saga. Let's see. Archon of Emeria, Path to Exile. Okay, I feel like we want more removal because I feel like that's one of the main ways we lose this is because of Urza. Aven Mindscensor seems like we could juke him. I don't know, maybe I'm overestimating. I don't think they've got a ton of 1 toughness 8. That's something we probably underestimated with the Temur Waterfalls deck. Didn't really come up, but this thing being so vulnerable to fire the whole time, maybe it was something we overlooked. Yeah, Flickerwhisp, I mean, Skyclave is amazing. Solitude is amazing. Charming Prince is a role player. Thalia may or may not have been doing anything, but yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know if Thalia was doing anything. Like, that's the problem. Sometimes when Thalia is doing good work, you can't tell. I guess I'll. I mean, you see, Emery kind of makes me feel like Relic, but okay. Let's see if there's any better swords. Sword of Fire and Ice makes a lot of sense because they have blue. Body and Mind. I don't think this is the matchup for that. We mostly would play that when green is better than red. By the way, I think this is the 3rd best sword. I don't hear people talk about this much, but anyway, just because it always gives you card advantage in the form of a body, and it gives you a way around infinite life. But anyway, I guess I'll just run this. I gotta register something, or forever hold my peace. Can't think of anything better to play. Do I need Kaldra? Yeah, they don't seem to have a lot of ways to interact. Well, you know what? Last second, I'm gonna change Thraben Inspector for a Relic. Yeah, I think that's my decision. I'm sticking to it. I mean, I wish I had some synergies with Charming Prince turn 2 and whatnot, but sometimes on turn 2 you just want to scry 2 anyway, particularly if you don't have Aether Vial. So maybe it's not to say I enjoy missing out on that possibility. I love turn 1 Thraben Inspector into turn 2 Charming Prince, but alright. Well, hey, this hand looks like it has as decent of a chance as any in Modern. Alright, let's see. Yeah, decent of a chance in Modern. Okay, bobble. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we'll play out Flagstones, Aether Vial. See if we can get some free deck thinning. These are mostly just in here. I mean, I mean, these are basically just in here for the interaction with Ghost Quarter, making Ghost Quarter more free. Sometimes I can uncolor screw myself. This combo rears its ugly head here too. I'm glad I have that Relic of Progenitus. Oh, what is this now? Emery. Okay, well, that's probably getting Solitude. Got a 2-for-1 ourselves, but remember, Path is a 2-for-1 too. It's a little deceptive 2-for-1 because some of the decks of yore had absolutely nothing to do with extra mana, but I think this is kind of the definition of a deck that can do stuff with extra mana. If only Charming Prince had Flash. Hey, we can only dream, right? You may want to hold on to this though for possible interactions next turn. Yeah, it's just I don't know about Mindscensor. I don't know if this is really going to do much. Alright, boom. Yeah, and I'll save Mindscensor. This might seem odd to them, but I don't see much reason to not do this, other than to bluff 2 mana, but then we might miss out on the opportunity of bluffing 3 mana next turn, because definitely these cards in our hand gain value by holding them sometimes. Okay. Okay. Kind of wishing they play Urza or something, which I guess they can't do until next turn. Okay, draw a card. 2. Let's see, I mean, we can Flickerwhisp with food, but in the grand scheme of things, what does that really do for us? Not much, I don't think. So I'm just going to play this out. We're definitely holding up the Solitude combo, which we're going to have to ditch Flickerwhisp, but I think it'll be well worth it. Actually, is it really worth it? Now that I think about it. Because the problem is, like, ideally you want to kill 2 creatures like this. Well, I guess no Urza, so that makes it easier. Alright, we're just gonna flash this in. We'll use the Flickerwhisp for the combo. And scry 2. Okay, I guess Aether Vial can definitely go to the bottom. Even Mindscensor could probably go to the bottom too. I mean, I risk flooding out a little bit, but also kind of missing out on the combo here, but yeah, Mindscensor has kind of outlived one of its primary usefulnesses, if that is the expression. Well, remember, like, we were going to draw this eventually anyway, so maybe we're still 1 card closer to the best possible draw. Maybe we can finally finish Ren with end of turn Flickerwhisp next turn. We'll play out another Vial. This is not completely useless by any means. There's really kind of no point now that we scryed 2 things to the bottom to shuffle deck thinning, because it's just going to shuffle those two cards we don't really want to see back into the library. So we're already effectively, 2 cards thinned in a way. Basically, when you scry 2, you thin those specific 2 cards. Alright, Emery, hopefully they play another card so we can... Oh, actually, we don't have the... Yeah. See, one cool thing with Ren and 6 is you can Flickerwhisp it, and then you reduce it to 3, and then you can perhaps attack it. And I think I will do that. Hopefully we draw the mana to go to Solitude and they don't have a Metallic Rebuke, which of course is extremely... maybe I misplayed, because another option I just realized I could do is if I have 4 mana, I can, at end of turn... No, because now I can't do it because of the phases will get me. If I do it end of turn, it won't come back until their turn. Yeah. I can't exactly boost my mana. Yeah, let's just do this to reduce its loyalty. Oh, no, but that's not the right way to do it. I'm still getting used to this deck. I forgot, because it won't come back until my turn. I even mentioned that. The muscle memory is just not there, I guess. Yeah, see, this is the problem. It's not gonna... it's not gonna be here for me to attack down. Should I tick up? Yeah, what's the worst that can happen? Future Solitudes. Alright, well, that works. Problem is now it can tick down and do its worst. Alright, let's path this. And we can even play around 1 Metallic Rebuke, although they might just be playing Counterspell now, or Cryptic Command. Or Counterspell. Or sacking it to gain 3 life. Alright. Yeah, I'm glad I ticked Aether Vial up now. Yeah, I'm not glad about that, though. I wish I would have done that on their main phase. But maybe I can still attack it off with Charming Prince. But there's no reason why I should have just allowed my Flickerwhisp to just die like this. It was very, very unfortunate. I do think it was correct to bring in those relics, though. I think those are probably going to pay more dividends. Especially with that food combo thing. Unlimited food with the cookbook. Unlimited free food. Who said this? Maybe they should call these decks free lunch decks. Alright, well, I wish I had some Restoration Angel play or something. Although even so, maybe not. I am kind of satisfied with this Solitude in my hand. So our video recording software ticker is blocking the Wrenn and 6, but I believe it's at 2 by my estimation because it came back at 3. Alright, there's no reason to tick up above 5, so I think we'll keep it at 5 and 3. Well, and we draw our 5th mana anyway, so... Alright, let's try to get rid of Wrenn and 6, Galvanic Blast, okay. Yeah, we don't want to miss land drops because... I don't know, maybe we do. Maybe we just want to hold one. I'm just a little worried about not being able to make my land drops for like a Kaldra or a Batterskull. But we could always just make it that turn. We don't necessarily have a lot of card draw, especially with that Thraben Inspector, so we're not necessarily going to miss land drops from holding back the land drop. I ideally want to get a 2-for-1 with this thing. I don't know if they're ever going to deploy anything, though, in the face of this. But I can't just waste an all-important removal spell, though, just completely frivolously. Below on the clock, so I gotta speed it up. Hey, this might be good. Alright, let's do this. Alright, well, we got the Solitude combo, but now we're going to do the Wrenn and 6 play the right way. Wrenn and 6 should have been gone a long time ago. Wow. Shocked themselves. That's scary. Oops, never mind. Oh yeah, I don't know. I hate it. Like, I don't know what to say when stuff like that happens. I assumed there was some kind of big war of invention or something. Gain 3 life. Gain. Oh, create a food token. Maybe we should have waited with the relic activation now that I think about it. I don't know. I kind of like this card. Well, now we get to Solitude that. Yeah. I don't know if this is worth solituding. I don't think it's worth solituding, to be honest. We're just gonna Flickerwhisp this. If they deal with it. Yeah, you know what, against my better judgment, I am going to do this on the Gilded Goose. And it does slow them down a little bit, and also I'm just worried about a removal spell cramping my style on Wrenn and 6. I really got to get this thing dead so it doesn't kill my Flickerwhisp. I don't know if they play any utility lands. Still, I don't see any downside to just, yeah, to just holding on to the Ghost Quarter Got plenty of white. Almost running out of planes here. Lots of food, lots of food. Lots of food, but we have lots of attackers. Lots of food. Who said there was no such thing as a free lunch? Man, they are mana flooded though, like no tomorrow. But obviously a lot of that's because of Ren and 6. Well, you know, Cookbook is not exactly the card they were probably looking for. Okay. I mean, maybe they're just drawing all their lands because of Ren and 6. Who knows? Actually, they know, and probably they're flooded. But we cannot assume that for sure. Although we will assume it. Well, I mean, at least I can kind of play around Metallic Rebuke. Cryptic Command. I'm gonna put this on Solitude. Nah, why do I need the life gain? I just don't see the life gain really mattering this game. I mean, yeah, it happens. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. There's no reason not to hold up Ghost Corner. Yeah, you know, that's a good top deck. Arguably even better than Stoneforge Mystic to go fetch it. Alrighty, that's not a bad draw either. It's really like 0 Urzas. I mean, definitely, I think they're yeah, I mean, I'm just acknowledging that I got lucky. I kind of like it when the opponents do that. There's ultimately nothing that can take the sting of defeat away completely. But an opponent that at least acknowledges their good luck, in my opinion, is always a good thing. But I try not to expect my opponent to do that. That's always a double-edged sword, though. Kind of like just a little sort of thing I've noticed about. I don't know if morality is the correct word to describe it, but like when you. The only problem is that sometimes you want to try to do right by others, but sometimes you end up, when you try to do right by others, you end up creating a certain moral code that you expect other people to follow, and then sometimes you get offended when they don't follow it, which kind of, in a way, somewhat undermines the whole point of trying to be considerate in the first place. Somewhat. I'm not entirely, but it's like, anyway. Alright, well, I think we continue going at it in Modern. Oh, you know what I just realized? I can prevent the Urza search. Well, I don't know about prevent, but I can at least get rid of one of the Urza tokens, though they just don't have that much gain 6 life every turn. Urza and his saga. We haven't really seen Urza yet, though. I guess very early on. No, this was not the game where we saw Urza. We're seeing his saga. And talk about a deck that extends the game, man, let me tell you. Alright, we're just playing Mindscensor, and we're not gonna expose it to counter magic like a Metallic Rebuke, which I'm sure they have. Actually, you know what? We should have Ghost Quartered that Urza Saga, now that I think about it. What was I thinking? Isn't this exactly what Ghost Quarter is for? In good times and bad times? I don't play this into Metallic Rebuke just yet, probably. I might as well block, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I just went against what I said. I'm almost positive they got Metallic Rebuke, but I mean, on the off chance they didn't. Yeah, so obviously we missed out last turn on hitting the Urza Saga with the Ghost Quarter. Although we are going to prevent them, hopefully, from fetching. Although we may not. There may be something in the top 2 cards. Because they can get another token, that's the thing. And this token is going to be huge. Alright, let's just get rid of this right now. In Modern. Alright, and they didn't. Yeah. They don't, yeah, thankfully they didn't even get the card. Yeah, so we definitely dropped the ball on that one. But hey, 1 token we can deal with. The problem is I don't want them to just untap Urza and go nuts. They're drawing so much food, though, that I'm not necessarily threatening lethal anytime soon. Maybe I can equip with the Batterskull, gain a bunch of life. I think I maybe have to Skyclave, which is unfortunate because I could have Ghost Quartered 1 turn earlier. Could have kept them off, I think, so. Alright, more cookbooking. The cooking begins. Oh, they can, like, essentially clear all my creatures. That's not good. I guess they can't clear the Sword of Fire and Ice creature. And I can always equip Batterskull, which is nice. Yep, that's fine. Maybe we should just take the 7, the 6, the 8. I'll just take the 8, yeah, because yeah, we'll hold on. Yeah, 5, 3, 2. That's about. The only other one is 1, and then we have all our mana curve covered. Ooh, it's a little too, I think, too juicy to pass up. Boom. What did we side in again? Oh, I guess the Kaldra. No, we could have done that in a turn, but we'll do this because they can't target it because it is pro red, which is one of these colors. Yeah, gotta gain some life. But I do like drawing them cards, let me tell you that. Maybe I should have attacked just because I could. I would have just sacked more foods, but then it would have been harder for them to deal with my card. I don't know, I don't feel particularly bad not to attack with the Mindscensor. Yeah, you know what, I probably should have though, but I mean, I would have just sacked the food. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're 1 turn away from just hard casting the Kaldra. I might see it's the last big bad. Yep, bye-bye. So they would have done it anyway. Same result. Ooh, the tracker. Well, okay. Here, let's do this in response. I mean, I know the token is big and scary, but I don't want them drawing cards, because then they're going to get Urza, and that's bigger and scarier in my opinion. I got caught up in the tireless tracker. Alright, 3-2. Man, what a game. Okay, you know, hey, can't complain. Yeah, can't complain. What can you say? Alright.